Welcome to had6 channel. In this video, we will look into difference. 14 nouns with similar meanings will be reviewed in example sentences. Let's get started. Number 1. Gap. Which means a difference, especially an undesirable one, between two views or situations. Gap. For example, the gap between the rich and the poor. Number 2. Variation. Which means a change or slight difference in condition, amount, or level, typically within certain limits. Variation. For example, regional variations in farming practice. Number 3. Incongruity. Which means the state of being incongruous. Incongruity. For example, the incongruity of his fleshy face and skinny body disturbed her. Number 4. Variance. Which means the fact or quality of being different, divergent, or inconsistent. Variance. For example, her light tone was at variance with her sudden trembling. Number 5. Differentiation. Which means the action or process of differentiating or distinguishing between two or more things or people. Differentiation. For example, packaging can be a source of product differentiation. Number 6. Disparity. Which means a great difference. Disparity. For example, economic disparities between different regions of the country. Number 7. Polarity. Which means the state of having two opposite or contradictory tendencies, opinions, or aspects. Polarity. For example, the polarity between social and biological explanations. Number 8. Divergence. Which means a difference in opinions, interests, etc. Divergence. For example, plural noun, divergences. Number 9. Deviation. Which means the action of departing from an established course or accepted standard. Deviation. For example, deviation from a norm. Number 10. Contrast. Which means the state of being strikingly different from something else in juxtaposition or close association. Contrast. For example, the day began cold and blustery, in contrast to almost 2 weeks of uninterrupted sunshine. Number 11. Distinction. Which means A difference or contrast between similar things or people. Distinction. For example, there is a sharp distinction between domestic politics and international politics. Number 12. Gulf. Which means a large difference or division between two people or groups, or between viewpoints, concepts, or situations. Gulf. For example, there is a growing gulf between the rich and the poor. If you have better examples in mind, please share them in the comment section below. It is now the time to hit the subscribe button.